What's up, guys? Today we're inside of a really cool hospital. The reason why it's so famous and so great is because of its architecture. Now I'm sitting by this lonely abandoned wheelchair. Who knows how many patients it's sat on? But anyways, today we're inside a tuberculosis hospital. It was the reason why it's so famous here is because it's just the area of it. You're surrounded by the woods. The way the altitude is like perfect for treating tuberculosis. The doctors believe in more of a natural way of treating it, and this was the hospital for it. Eventually, in 1960s-ish, it closed down because the drugs were actually way better. They created drugs were coming out more, they were way more sufficient, and they treated tuberculosis way better. So they closed down this place for that, and then it reopened again as a mentally handicapped treatment center to treat the mentally disabled patients. Pretty much like a psychiatric hospital in a way. But then that also closed in 1990s, and the reason why it closed is because that's when pretty much all the asylums and old hospital closed, and that's because of what we talked about before in other videos, is because the hospitals grew stronger and more knowledgeable in the mental psychiatric terms. They didn't do lobotomies no more. They weren't doing anything crazy like that, and they weren't mistreating the patients. They weren't giving them wrong medicines. They knew what they were doing by 1995, so they didn't need this place anymore. They were smart enough. They knew everything they were learning and doing were pretty much wrong, and they thought that was right. So that's why this place is closed for good. There's no reason to keep this building up anymore. But like I said, the architecture here is going to be amazing. So we're going to start off on like the first floor and just kind of work our way around it. It's going to be sick. I think so, at least. By the pictures and everything that I've been seeing, it looks amazing. Let's go.
Well, this is the way up. Guess it's time to go. So this is where the adventure begins, pretty much. If you notice, the quality is a lot sharper than my other videos, and that's because I got the NX1 back. My original camera that I made all my videos with. I'm happy it's back. I do like my A7S II, but I'm just going to use this one for a while again. I miss it. Everything's deteriorating. The paint's chipping. Yeah, this place is pretty bad. Even the walls are smashed with holes. Look how nature's taking it right back over, though. The vines and the trees are just coming right through the window. See, one of the reasons why this place is so interesting is because it's literally in the woods. See, I can zoom up and everything. We're just surrounded in the jungle. It's like secluded from everyone. And it's just such a unique spot. As I'm walking all the hallways, though, it looks like there's absolutely nothing left. Everything was sold, I guess, when the place closed down by the state, because I can't even find beds here. Everything's really gutted, though. We are walking on straight dust and debris from the building. I mean, these are the stairs to go up. You can barely see the stairs anymore. So these tubs are made completely different. It's pretty much for the people who can't walk or stand. They sit down, they get strapped in, especially if they twitch a lot or, they're violent. And they still can get washed up and cleaned up. I've never seen a tub model like this before. I'm reading some of the documents, and this letter was from May 18th, 1954. This one is about building the place and improving it to make it better. Damn, this hallway looks like death right now. But we gotta do what we gotta do. The light shining through is giving like an orange tint. I don't know if you can see it in my screen. Against the wall you could. I'm like, where's the orange coming from? I thought the windows were like colored glass. Oh wow, we found some medical equipment. This was for cardio. I just don't exactly know if it was what it's for. I think this was put, some of the wires are probably missing, but it was put against your heart and your body. And as you were running, these are like these wave things, and they're moving it up and down, and the paper's coming off. And I think they were checking your heartbeats and stuff like that. And then on the side of it, you got this bed where they strap you in. Dude, can you imagine just being straight up on that bed, strapped in, screaming and stuff? That is freaky. Holy shit. Seriously, this is crazy. It's like a whole war zone down here, like a bomb exploded. Legit. Oh, we found another wheelchair. You know, these wheelchairs are worth a lot of money. They're like worth like $80 each, no matter how old or new they are. Well, look what we found. Some more x-ray films. But look how destroyed they are from the water damage and everything. You won't even be able to look at the x-rays. They're so messed up. It's crazy because we were just talking about how in our last video we did, we found x-rays. And we were like, well, we never found x-rays before. And all of a sudden today we found x-rays again. Now these are the kind of rooms I want to see. It's just great how all the rooms are built. It's built with like a curve because it's still going in a hallway type form straight down. And the desk is right there with the lamp. It's like, dude, is this a classroom or not? I don't really know. It turns out there's 5 floors, judging by this elevator. I think we're only on the second. I don't even know which floor we're on anymore. Definitely where the patients slept. 100% sure. There's no way they weren't sleeping here. You know, I'm just, going through putting the puzzles together in my head, judging by what this place was or what it looked like. Yeah, definitely. Look at that, the mirrors and everything. Oh yeah, they slept here. It's good to know. It's good to know. It's built in like a vintage way. Loving the designs on here. The room goes down this way and it looks like it opens up. Dude, look at this. Look how many freaking windows are here. You guys see all these freaking windows? They're just everywhere. Holy crap. Ah, yes, this is what I wanted to show you guys here. The prized possession. The pride and joy of this whole entire hospital is right here. Look at this, ready? Oh my god. This is amazing. I mean, think about this. This is why I wanted to come here, guys. When I told you in the beginning that the architecture here is unique and different, I really wasn't kidding. Oh my god. Look at all the entranceways. Zoom, 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 zoom. It's like freaking like an MMO RPG game. This is built so perfect. And it's so quiet here. It's so peaceful. Man. Oh yeah, this is a good place to explore.
Also, everyone, if you haven't watched my previous video, Danny is with us again. So Danny is just, coming around enjoying his time. He likes exploring like us, and we decided just to group up with him a couple times. We'll see how it goes. We're still chilling. We're not dead yet, so we're doing good together. Everybody subscribe to his channel. He's a new explorer.
Please, guys. Thank you so much if you do.
Yeah.
I'm really trying.
Yeah, he's trying. He's having fun too, so which is great. Hell yeah. Subscribe to this guy. His link will be in the description below. So just a reminder for all those who haven't been watching but now are watching, who haven't watched my old abandoned videos. Pretty much what we all do is we go around exploring and documenting history and preserving it by making a video out of it, because pretty soon, eventually, they are going to knock this down. They probably will knock down every other building. Urban exploring is a dying hobby, which, pretty much because every abandoned building is eventually going to get knocked down. Who knows how many buildings are going to be left Well, as of right now, I still have about a good 100 locations. Still, I need to explore. That's 100 videos I want to make that are just on abandoned places that I know of. There's still other places that I don't know about that I still want to see. There's just like a never-ending decayed buildings all across America. And that's just in America alone. There's still, you go to Europe, the UK, all those places, man, they are full of abandoned places too. Victorian mansions are pretty much well known there, and that's where I want to go make my way through later. But for now, you know, I do both. I like to just go chill around the world, but mostly right now I'm just focusing a lot on abandoned buildings in America again. I was doing a few, you know, a couple in Japan theme parks, and you know, I'm just still going all over exploring. But it's like, how many are left? Like, how much more am I gonna be able to see and explore? And I'm still thinking I can still do about a good 100 buildings, probably 100 locations maybe, before it's like, okay, well, who knows? I mean, that's in the course of the next 3 years. That's if I'm still doing YouTube by then, you know? But I'm just thinking long term. We go in, we document it, we preserve it, we don't take anything, we don't steal nothing, we don't graffiti, we don't care, we don't even want anyone knowing where this place is. But we just want to say the history and document it in a way where it's like, oh wow, this place existed one day. And like, you know, just to keep it as like a memory, almost like a gravestone. Like, so this is a digital video that people get to see. I mean, I would love to give locations out, but it's like, it's gonna get even more ruined, and that's why I can't.
Wow. I'm actually impressed. Look at the amazing view we get here. I wasn't joking when I said we were surrounded in the forest. That's awesome. Man, imagine being up here alone for sunset or sun rising. I still can't get over how they caged everyone in. At least they let them outside to see the view. It's just like weird, you know? Everybody was just caged in. We found 2 big double doors. Let's see where it leads. Yo! We found a theater. I knew there was a theater here, guys. They were about to just leave. They were about to leave. I was like, guys, I know there's more here. I knew it. That's cool, though. Oh, what the heck? Death awaits? At least the curtains are still up and stuff. I like this. Oh, yeah. What I can tell by the floors and how this room is, this was actually an extension that was built. Because the place closed in 1990s. And that was after the tuberculosis patients were here. This was an extended building that was built probably, 50 years later. Because you can tell by these floors, they're still nice hardwood floors. And this place ain't even that bad. Which makes me believe that's why it was built it was built later in the years. Here's some behind the scenes shots of Danny and John getting the right scenes and the right pictures. This is what goes on. Just snapping pics of the place. There's so much kid stuff in all these rooms. Look at all these kids' toys. Oh, this was the kids' playground. Look at this. That's so weird. That's so freaky. This is like a nightmare in here. Some of these toys I even remember when I was younger. What game's that? Dino Park? I've never even heard of that game. What I like is just this, how it's set up for kids. This whole room. The Legos. Oh man.
Alright everyone, you've seen the whole place. Today was about 4 hours worth of exploring. It's weird how like a certain building could take so long to explore it, rather than like let's say this Walmart, there's an abandoned Walmart. We'd probably be in there way longer taking pictures and filming than if it was not even abandoned in the first place. But yeah, this place was pretty cool. The things I liked about it was that dining hall, that crazy looking like oval church dome building, and then what we just see now, pretty much the end of it, which was the children's playground pretty much. Make sure you subscribe to Danny Chang right here. His link's in the description below, and make sure you subscribe to John over here too. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See ya, and also subscribe to me. See you guys.